Yeah.
Did you send your Christmas wish list to Santa?
I should probably get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Santa Rosewater, my name is Chain, host of the Chain of Commander YouTube channel, and I have been a very good boy this year. Now, I know last year I asked for things like likes and subscribers to my, at the time, non-existent YouTube channel, but I figure after the hell that this year has been, I could get a little bit greedy and ask for some things to really treat myself. So strap on in, we got a couple of things to go over. First and foremost, I want hedron alignment to be playable in EDH. Now, I know technically you can put one in your deck, but let's be real here. You and I both know that we are not getting the maximum amount of potential from this card without being able to play it per the way the card was designed. Alternate win cons are one of my favorite things in EDH, and the ones that force you to jump through a couple hoops to get them are so much more satisfying to achieve. That's why I think hedron alignment would be an excellent inclusion in this format, but how am I expected to have one hedron alignment in each zone if I'm only allowed to have one hedron alignment total in my deck? That is why I propose we add an errata to this. I say that every hedron alignment should include the text, you can have up to 4 hedron alignments in your deck. This would allow us to skirt the rule that is the singleton, and also still be able to play this card as it was designed. I think we are missing out on a bunch of fun, janky, hedron alignment decks because of this oversight, and let's be real, we can all admit that we make mistakes. As Time Wizards admits they make a mistake that they didn't add this line of text on this card in the first place, and correct it so that we can play with this card going forward. The next thing I want for this Christmas season is a reasonable answer to Cyclonic Rift. As of right now, the only really good way to answer it is either to counter it or to phase yourself out with Teferi's protection. But it continues to be the bane for my green decks, and there's not a lot of ways that green and black and white can handle this particular card. As such, I propose a card with the line, permanents you control cannot be returned to your hand by spells or abilities your opponents control. Now, originally I was thinking that this could be on a 0/1 Dryad for 1 and a green. Maybe it could even have flash so that it could be played at instant speed. But as I realized that the other colors also don't have a way to reasonably interact with it, maybe it would be better as an artifact. Or maybe this is the line of text that you can combine with 2 other niche answers on a modular card. Modular cards are very useful and great in EDH deck building because they offer you answers for different situations and are very rarely a completely dead card because they can always answer something or provide some form of utility. As such, putting this on a card with 2 other answers that might normally, in a vacuum, seem too specific might be a great choice to get this effect in the format and finally have a way for more people and more decks to handle a Cyclonic Rift. The next thing I want for this holiday season is for Wizards to get their act together and learn how to finish a cycle of lands. I was mildly excited to hear that cycling was returning in Ikoria because I thought that meant that we were going to get the enemy bicycle lands to finish the allied set that was first introduced in Amonkhet. Instead, we were absolutely blindsided by the Triomes. And while I admit they are a great addition to any wedge deck, this created 2 problems for me. First, I am still without my enemy bicycles. So, my Joyra, the Weatherlight Captain deck, and my Krufix God of Horizon deck don't have bicycle lands to help their mana base. And 2, now all my Shard decks want these Triomes, which don't exist. I have a Tuvasa deck that would love to have a Bant Triome. I have a Hazazon Tamar deck, which would love to have a Naya Triome. And these lands, they're not like their basic tap lands. They were given basic land types, which means they were fetchable, and they would be able to add a lot of utility and great fixing for any deck that they could fit in. Wizards has shown to us that they are able to complete cycles in a timely manner with these new pathways. Why do they sometimes leave us hanging for such long periods of time to get useful cycles completed? When are we going to see cycling again? When we do see cycling, are we going to see bicycle lands, triomes, or something new? We need to complete the cycle of incomplete cycles today. And we need Wizards to start producing 10 cards to a cycle within a reasonable time frame. Now, I know I said at the beginning of this video I was going to ask for something other than likes and subscriptions, but I figure at this point, if anybody is still overhearing this odd internal monologue of mine, that perhaps they could consider hitting that like button or subscribing to the channel. If they've already made it through this far of my crazy ramblings, why not stick around and join me going forward? I'd love to have them. The last thing I want here, and I don't believe this is an unreasonable request at all, I want Wizards to really ramp up the production of Jumpstart. I never got the pre-ordered box of Jumpstart from my local game store that I ordered way back when the set was first announced because they never got any from their distributor. Locally, I have not seen any boxes available, and it really is unfortunate because there are several exclusive cards from that set that I would love to build around. I would love to play with the Bruvac. I would love to play with the Tiny Bones, but I can't because I have never even seen a Jumpstart pack in my life. If Wizards could really step up a second print run and a second distribution of this set, people across the world would be super grateful because we have heard that this set was a lot of fun. We have heard that this set was amazing to play, but none of us got to experience it firsthand. We just had to sit on the social media and watch others have the fun for us, vicariously living through their enjoyment. So please, get more Jumpstart out there. I am begging of you. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let the people forget about my Season of Giving giveaway where I will be giving away both Commander Legends Pre-Con EDH decks. Now, I'm not recording a video, I'm only writing you this letter, but if I were to record a video of this, I would include a link to a video with all the details for this giveaway in the description below. And I would also say that this giveaway is available for anybody in the world to enter. So theoretically, if this video would be recorded, they would want to check out that description to get those details. But alas, I am only writing you this letter to be sent to you this holiday season. Thank you very much for your time, Santa Rosewater. I look forward to you coming down my chimney and eating my curled foils. Take care.